Hey guys, this is Tan Colbert, Colbert Tech Repair, and this is today's tech news. Google bought a company called Boston Dynamics, which is the big dog of robotics companies. Now, Google's been acquiring a lot of companies here lately, but they've added a robotics company to the stable being run by Android creator Andy Rubin. But what's it for? Now, Google has bought 7 robotics companies in the past 6 months, and its most recent acquisition is Boston Dynamics. Now, this company is a supplier of military hardware. However, Google executives told the New York Times that it would honor existing military contracts, but that it did not plan to move on with becoming a military contractor on its own. Boston Dynamics has developed a number of robots apparently inspired by animals such as Big Dog, Cheetah, and Wild Cat. It is also working on humanoid robots. Google is making a significant push into robotics here lately, under the direction of Andy Rubin, who joined the company when it acquired his small startup company, Android Inc. Rubin started his career as a robotic engineer in Germany and used a robot for Android's mascot. But robots like Big Dog have military applications as 21st century pack mules, which is why the Pentagon is funding this kind of research. The company is developing robots which can carry huge amounts of supplies for soldiers, so that soldiers can free themselves up to carry weapons and not wear out as quickly. It seems that the NSA leaked task force leader says a deal with Edward Snowden is worth discussing, but the general who heads the NSA is against any deal. Now, the NSA officer in charge of assessing the damage done by Edward Snowden leaks says that under the right conditions, he would consider a deal with the fugitive in return for the documents he has not yet leaked. But the Army general who heads the NSA says he would not consider any deals for Snowden, who's been charged with espionage for stealing the most potentially damaging trove of national secrets in U.S. history. Snowden, if you don't know, has been given asylum in Russia, and it's said that he has stole 1.7 million classified documents. So far he's released thousands of documents revealing more embarrassing than damaging information, but he says that he would come back if he is granted amnesty. So it seems the NSA is willing to work with Snowden if he comes back, but the leader of the NSA is saying no. So hopefully if he does come back, they can strike a deal, but I really hope he just stays over in Russia and keeps leaking what the NSA does not want us to know. It would be nice to see what else he has. I mean, he stole 1.7 million documents, and he's only released a few thousand. So there could be a lot more damning evidence that the NSA says. Also, our president, Barack Obama, stated that he is not pursuing the NSA and he is not messing with their ideals at the moment. So he's just letting them roam free with their information. If you do not yet own an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, they will be in stock at GameStop this weekend. Also, the PlayStation 4 is now back in stock on Amazon.com. Now, the demand for the consoles is sky high, with each console racking up sales of 2 million units within weeks of their respective launches. So far, getting your hands on either has proven to be a daunting task, as stocks at major sellers like Walmart, Amazon, and Best Buy have been selling out like clockwork. So starting Friday, GameStop will have a limited number of both consoles in stock, but it's not clear how many of each console are available, as PS4 stocks have differed with Xbox One here in the US. But it is safe to say that those interested in picking one up should aim to do so today or face the possibility of stock selling out by Sunday. Now, availability elsewhere is slim, but Amazon replenished its stock of Xbox Ones and PlayStation 4s, and at Best Buy, Xbox One bundles are ranging from $530 to $260 and are available for delivery before Christmas Eve, though all 5 of its PlayStation 4 bundles are sold out. Walmart has also announced that it will be getting its largest PS4 shipment to date starting Sunday, December 15th at 8 a.m. So if you can't show up in person to find your console, there is a potential for an online order post-Christmas, and there's also a reliable number on eBay, which are way overpriced, people scalping you for their money. But if you really think you really need one, which I don't, PC Master Race, then you can go on eBay and you can pay out the ass for one, or you can just wait until they come back into stock. Valve's SteamOS is now ready to download, but only Linux vets are encouraged to apply. Now, just as promised, Valve has made its first release of SteamOS available for downloads. At the same time, it shipped out 300 beta Steam machines to testers. Now, based on the Debian 7.1 flavor of Linux, SteamOS is a platform purpose-built for PC gaming on the TV. Now, its main feature is cutting out the desktop operating system, so it helps the games run faster, and it has the ability to stream games running on a computer elsewhere in the house, so they can be played on a TV as well as play native SteamOS games. It's currently in beta, so Valve is recommending those without experience with Linux to wait for a more polished version until next year, around the time Steam Machine gaming PCs will arrive at retail. But if you know how to work Linux, you can feel free to download SteamOS. I will put the download link in the description below. And finally, Microsoft is set to launch original programming for the Xbox One in Q1 of 2014. So Microsoft is hoping to release original TV programming for the Xbox One. At the latest, Microsoft is hoping to have its original content out by the second quarter. Now, the goal isn't to redefine the TV viewing experience, it's to evolve it. So they are in the process of securing exclusives and trying to figure out whether the content is best on Xbox or only on Xbox when it comes to interactive functionality. Now, whether the first round of shows includes the previously announced Spielberg-produced Halo series or something involving street soccer remains to be seen, but from the sound of it, it won't be long until we found out. It's pretty much Microsoft's going to develop their own program that's just like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon, but they are hoping to have their own original series. Like Spielberg is trying to produce a Halo series, which I hope will be a big hit. But there's no telling if it's really going to take off. Amazon, Hulu, and Netflix have the biggest part of the market share. Alright guys, this has been Colbert Tech Repair. I hope you enjoyed today's tech news. If you'd like to know more about me and see more future content, you can feel free to subscribe or give me a like. Here on YouTube, you can find me on Twitter at TanKolbert92, and you can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/ColbertTechRepair. See you next time.